In this video, I'm going to be covering all 8 of Proximo's Cristalinos. Proximo has driven a lot of growth and innovation for Cristalinos, and at this point, so that's December 2024, Proximo has 8 different Cristalinos. 7 of them are tequilas, and 1 of them is a mezcal. So I'm going to cover all 8 of these. I'm going to explain their production process. I'm going to taste through it. I'm going to compare it to an average retail price, and I'm going to let you guys know if I think this product is worth the price. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian Donnelly. The Spirits Educator is a digital education platform and trade resource for the distilled spirits industry. My aim is to provide in-depth spirits information, brand transparency, and category education for distributor sales teams, service industry and hospitality members, and motivated enthusiasts. I currently work for a major wine and spirits distributor, but my work here on the Spirits Educator is completely unaffiliated with my current employer. Today I'm going to be talking about the Cristalino portfolio from Proximo. So, if you're not familiar, Proximo is the parent company for many different spirits brands. The majority of their spirits portfolio is made up of tequila, so they're the parent company of brands like Jose Cuervo, Gran Centenario, 1800, Gran Coramino, Maestro Dobel, as well as the mezcals 400 Rabbits or 400 Conejos, and Criente. Today I want to cover their Cristalino portfolio. So if you're not familiar, Cristalinos is a subcategory of tequila that at this time, I'm recording this in December 2024, it is an unofficial category of tequila, meaning the CRT or the regulatory body for tequila has not made this official. If you're unfamiliar with Cristalinos, they are aged tequilas such as Reposados, Añejos, or Extra Añejos that have been charcoal filtered after aging to make them clear in color. The tequila category is already super hot right now in the United States, and the Cristalino subcategory is really helping drive a lot of that growth. As I've mentioned in previous videos, agave nerds and tequila aficionados typically hate Cristalinos. They see them as an abomination. Again, why would you put all this time, money, and effort into aging tequilas only to then remove the color? But Cristalinos are no questions asked. They're here to stay. They're super, super popular. And Proximo, which is this massive tequila company, they're the parent company for Jose Cuervo, which is the #1 selling tequila in the world. Well, Proximo is really driving the Cristalino category. They are credited with pioneering the Cristalino category with their product Maestro Dobel Diamante. Some say the Don Julio 70th was the first Cristalino. Now the Maestro Dobel Diamante includes Reposado, Añejo, and Extra Añejo, so it's a blend of those 3 before being filtered, whereas the Don Julio 70th is just an Añejo Cristalino. So Don Julio says we're the first Añejo Cristalino, and then Proximo with Maestro Dobel says we created the Cristalino category with the Maestro Dobel Diamante, which used to be called the Diamond. A lot of people ask, what is the point of Cristalinos? So Cristalinos, the reason I believe they are so popular is their versatility. They have some degrees of complexity. They don't drink like silver tequilas. I think that added filtration makes them highly drinkable and highly versatile, whereas that time spent in barrel before filtration gives them layers of complexity and are going to impart those positive flavors that are going to be derived from the oak and derived from time spent in barrel. Again, Cristalinos are super popular at the moment. Most major tequila brands produce a Cristalino. You can find a Cristalino at almost every single price point within the tequila category. They're super versatile. You can shoot them, you can sip them, you can mix them in a whole variety of cocktails. I think that is one of the major factors that has driven their popularity. I'm going to be referencing some notes that I wrote so I can communicate all this information correctly. If you would like to read my full write-up on this topic, I'll leave a link below in the description. The first product in the Proximo Cristalino tequila portfolio is the Jose Cuervo Tradicional Cristalino. So, here's what the bottle looks like. Here's the front label, back label, and this is a really nice packaging for a product at this price point. And just a reminder, the Jose Cuervo Tradicional is their tequila that is distilled from 100% agave versus the Especial, which is perhaps the Jose Cuervo that is most popular and most well known. That is their mixto option, which means the sugars that are used for fermentation and then later distillation are going to come from 51% Blue Weber agave, which is what makes it a tequila, and then 49% other, which in the case of Jose Cuervo Especial is cane sugar. Jose Cuervo Tradicional is the 100% Blue Weber agave option from the Cuervo brand, separate from their popular mixto option Especial. The Jose Cuervo Tradicional Cristalino is a blend of Jose Cuervo Tradicional Reposado, which is aged 2 months in oak barrels, and Reserva de la Familia Extra Añejo, which is aged a minimum of 3 years in American and French oak barrels. The final product is charcoal filtered for clarity and smoothness and bottled at 80 proof or 40% ABV for the United States, and is a perfect entry-level Cristalino option. Just a disclaimer, I'm going to be referencing some prices for my home market of Oklahoma, but you should always check your local liquor store for more accurate pricing because every single market is different. This product should retail between, let's call it $33 and $36. So, is it worth it? Well, let's taste it to find out. I have a fresh bottle here. I'm going to read through the tasting notes provided by the brand. So, the color is crystal clear. The aroma is pure notes of agave and tropical fruit with subtle hints of oak. Oh yeah. I would say that's a very accurate tasting note. The flavor profile is described as agave, quince, melon, and mango, backed by a smooth secondary notes of vanilla and spice. So, let's taste it and see if that's accurate. I would definitely say it's a little boozier than I expected. You definitely have some good agave flavor. And there is definitely those secondary flavors of vanilla and spice, but they're very, very subtle. So it's a very agave flavor. There's honestly a lot of alcohol on the palate. And, there's some probably also secondary flavors of fruit. I don't know if I would quite describe it as like that really ripe tropical fruit, like it says mango, but maybe more on that underripe, quince and melon flavor. And the finish is described as long and pure. It definitely has a very clean, kind of linear, singular finish that you could be described as pure. And it's honestly, it lingered a lot longer on my palate than I might have expected, but I can't tell if that's just the alcohol. Again, this is only 80 proof, but the alcohol is a lot more prevalent than I would expect, and it's not quite as smooth as, I maybe would expect from a Cristalino, especially one maybe at this price point. Let's check my pricing and see if this is worth it. So this product's going to retail somewhere between $33 and $36. So again, in the world of tequila, in the world of Cristalinos, this is not that expensive. So, I think the price should be held into consideration when describing, is this product worth it? I honestly think this product is not worth it. And I think your money would be better spent if you really want to go down the Cristalino road. I would maybe hold out for one of the more premium options and spend a little more money. I think the Jose Cuervo Tradicional brand is a great bang for your buck, 100% agave entry-level brand. And so I think you would be better spent either saving your money and buying one of the more premium options if you really want to go down the Cristalino road, or if you just want, a drinkable, mixable tequila at this price point, I might go Jose Cuervo Tradicional Silver or Jose Cuervo Tradicional Reposado. I think either of those two products could, handle all the drink needs that you might expect from this particular product, but might do it in a slightly better way. Next up is the Gran Coramino Reposado Cristalino. So this has a very memorable eye-catching bottle. really, really pops and really, really sticks out on the shelf. The Gran Coramino brand is a joint venture partnership between 11th generation tequila producer Juan Domingman Beckman Legorreta and actor and comedian Kevin Hart. The brand launched in 2022 and has a couple different products in the portfolio. So there's a traditional Reposado, so not filtered. There's a Cristalino Reposado, and then there is a Cognac Cast Finish Añejo. The brand uses only the hearts of the agave, hand-picked at full maturity, slow-cooked in traditional stone ovens for several days, and gently cooled to preserve the roasted agave flavor. The extracted juices are slowly fermented for several days, then double distilled in copper pot stills. This expression is first matured in medium toasted Eastern European oak barrels. Next, the tequila is cast finished for several months in first fill Cabernet Sauvignon wine cask from Napa Valley, California. Then slow filtered for smoothness and clarity while preserving the unique barrel and agave aromas and flavors. This product is bottled at 80 proof or 40% ABV. I'm going to read through the tasting notes provided by the brand. So the color is crystal clear with platinum hues. The aroma is cooked agave, ripened stone fruit, and oak. I honestly expected, there's good agave flavor on the nose. I honestly expected more of those barrel flavors to really jump out of the glass, but it's really more agave forward. And then the flavor profile is described as vanilla bean, toffee, dark berries, and light spice. All right, let's see how it tastes on the palate. Oh, that's good. That's actually really good. If you like barrel forward tequila, if you want something that is not necessarily, if you want something that's not necessarily overly agave forward, and you like those flavors that come from barrel-aged tequila or cast-finished tequila, this product is definitely for you. So let's see, vanilla bean, toffee, dark berries, and light spice. I would say that's very accurate. This is definitely a barrel-forward tequila. There's still some agave in there, but I think this is a product that is meant to highlight, the flavor profiles of the original barrel that it was aged in, and then particularly that wine cast finish second barrel. Super drinkable, very, very tasty, a lot of different flavors. The finish is described as oak laced, long and balanced. So definitely, a lot of, oak or different types of oak flavor on the finish. It's pretty long, and I would say it's balanced. I think this finish is really nice. And again, I think if you're a fan of aged tequila or cast finished tequila, this product's definitely for you. So let's check out my pricing. So this product would retail in my home market somewhere between, let's call it $45 and $49. So do I think it's worth it? I do. I think this product is definitely worth the money for, call it mid to high 40s. You're still under basically $50, and you're getting, I know it's only a Reposado, but you're getting a beautiful packaging, and you're getting some complex and kind of interesting barrel flavors that I think are going to appeal to a wide variety of consumers. Again, is this product for your agave purists? Absolutely not. Most agave purists will immediately discount this product because it is a celebrity partner product. This product is affiliated with Kevin Hart. So if you're an agave snob, you can just immediately throw this one out the window along with the Rocks tequila or any of the other celebrity endorsed or celebrity partner tequilas. But I think if you're looking for a very specific flavor profile, you want something that's super tasty and complex in a kind of a barrel finishing way, this product's definitely for you. Next up, we have the OG, the Maestro Dobel Diamante Cristalino. So this, if you know anything about Cristalinos, this is a package you might immediately recognize. Here's the front label. It's got this beautifully textured glass, embossed glass. Here's the back label. And then I got a fresh bottle here, so I'm going to show you the information at the top. Once I get this cellophane off. All right. Here's what the neck looks like. 2020 Diamante. Here's your brand information. So, let's see. This one says it gives you the specific ranch that they've sourced the agave from. Again, this is a single estate tequila. This product is credited with being the first Cristalino tequila, at least the first Cristalino tequila available commercially here in the United States, and is credited with launching the entire, I don't know if you want to call it a category, subcategory. Now, I know a lot of people say that the Don Julio 70th was the first Cristalino. My understanding of that situation is the Don Julio 70th was the first Añejo Cristalino, versus the Maestro Dobel Diamante, originally called the Maestro Dobel Diamond, was the first Cristalino available commercially, again, here in the United States. And it is a blend of Reposado, Añejo, and Extra Añejo, but youngest juice in the bottle is Reposado, so this is going to be a Reposado Cristalino, but again, to my understanding, there's also Añejo and Extra Añejo juice in this blend. So, the full explanation, Dobel is short for Juan Domingo Beckman Legorreta, the brand's founder, owner, and 11th generation tequila producer. This product is a blend of Reposado, Añejo, and Extra Añejo tequila, matured in toasted new white oak barrels from the Balkan region in Eastern Europe, double filtered to remove color and add smoothness, and bottled at 80 proof or 40% ABV, at least here in the United States. Maestro Dobel tequila is distilled from 100% Blue Weber agave, that is sourced and crafted from family-owned single estates. The bottle is a modern twist on a vintage apothecary-style bottle. The design of this heavily embossed bottle is inspired by the laboratory sample bottles used by the distillery's Maestro Tequileros. The Diamante expression is credited as one of the category's first Cristalino tequilas. All right. Let's taste it. Ooh, yeah, that's a really nice heavy stopper. All right, I'm going to read through the tasting notes provided by the brand. So the color is crystal clear. Again, this is a Cristalino. The aroma is described as mild oak, touch of vanilla, cinnamon, and almond. Oh, that's such a good nose. That smells really, really good. I would say, I mean, that nose is that perfect balance of agave forward with just the right amount of oak. The flavor profile on the palate is described as a complex mix of caramel, honey, and maple with nutty yet citrus, prickly pear, and vanilla flavors that come through as well. This liquid has an incomparable smoothness. Incomparable smoothness. That's a new one. All right, let's see how it tastes on the palate. Oh, yeah, that is really, really good. That's big on the palate. There's a lot of complexity there. Still very agave forward. God, that oak is really well integrated and is really subtle. I should say well integrated. That oak is really well integrated. The agave flavor is really crisp and nice. Again, there's a lot of different flavors going on, but they're all very well integrated and they all support each other really, really well. The finish is described as smooth, crisp, and clean. Crisp, that's a really great descriptor. God, that is really tasty. That's really enjoyable. This is the product to make a Cristalino skeptic or an agave purist or an agave nerd or an agave snob drink Cristalino tequila. I think this is done really well. It's done with finesse. So let's see where this product falls in terms of pricing. So the Maestro Dobel Diamante is going to retail somewhere between, let's call it $50 and $54. So, oh yeah, this product, definitely worth it. No questions asked. You're looking at $50 a bottle and you get a product that, one is in this beautiful packaging and then two drinks in such an elegant way. This product is definitely worth it to me. I think this is a product that you could easily drink by itself in any sort of form, and it would be very, very enjoyable. But, even at $50, if you don't mind making, let's call it a super premium cocktail, I think this could have a lot of cocktail flexibility, where, it's not going to be, a very one-dimensional flavor. Some Cristalinos, especially in the Proximo portfolio, with the emphasis on barrel aging or secondary barrel finishing, they may seem a bit one-dimensional. So, yes, they'll be enjoyable on their own, but the flavors are going to be very linear. And so when you have something that is a little more finesse-driven and has these well-integrated multiple layers of flavor, if you make a very simple cocktail with it, I think it would be really enjoyable. So for this, premium margarita with fresh lime juice, and perhaps, you might even just do agave nectar, might not even need an orange liqueur. I think this would be really wonderful. And again, soda, lime, this would be absolutely delicious. Again, or you could drink it neat, drink it over the rocks. This product, I think, could really show well in a variety of forms. And at $50, I think you're still in that price point where, you can have that flexibility and you don't feel too guilty about mixing it. The next product is the 1800 Añejo Cristalino. So, here's what the bottle looks like. You can see it has the same shape as the other 1800 bottles, but it's got this beautiful textured glass. Again, this is a really cool, eye-catching bottle. The 1800 Añejo Cristalino is a 100% agave Añejo tequila aged in French and American oak, then finished in port casks. It is uniquely filtered to become smooth and crystal clear. This product is bottled at 80 proof or 40% ABV for the United States. I'm going to cover 3 phases of the production process. I'm going to cover some interesting brand facts that have been provided, and then I'm going to cover the taste profile as described by the brand. I'm going to taste through it, and then I'm going to compare it and see if I think it's worth it. Phase 1 is harvesting the agave, which is the raw material for all tequila. 100% blue agave is harvested and handpicked at the peak of its maturity from the family estate in Jalisco, Mexico. The agave plants are grown high above sea level in mineral-rich volcanic soil. Phase 2 is cooking and distillation. This product is double distilled using copper stills for a smoother and cleaner finish. And phase 3 is maturation. 1800 Cristalino is aged in French and American oak barrels, married together, then rested in port wine casks. Finally, it is meticulously filtered to a crystal clarity. The unique filtering process is represented by the diamond pattern on the bottle. So if you're wondering why this bottle has this kind of beautiful diamond textured glass, it's supposed to represent the filtration process. All right. Let's try it. So, I'm going to read through the taste profile provided to me by the brand. So the color is crystal clear. You can see that this is crystal clear. The aroma is subtle oak, hints of vanilla. Oh yeah, you can definitely, it is very subtle oak on the nose. And the flavor on the palate is luxuriously smooth with nutty touches and a hint of citrus. and the finish is long, silky, crisp, and clean. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. The port cast, you can taste it, or you can taste those port flavors if you know what you're looking for, but it's not overpowering. It's very well integrated, relatively subtle. The different oak flavors, and this is definitely a barrel forward product. The oak flavors are very prominent, and the agave flavors are more subtle, but they're still there. One of the things I don't like in aged tequila is when it's just all barrel. You don't even realize you're drinking a tequila at this point, and there's no kind of undertones or secondary flavors of agave. But I think this does a really good job of balancing. That would be 3 different types of oak. If this is aged in American oak, then French oak, which the French oak is definitely going to elevate 1800 as a brand above some of the other options, and then finishing in those port barrels. I love port cast finished products. I made an entire video on 10 different port cast finished bourbons and American rye whiskeys, and I think this is really well done. All right, let's talk pricing. So I'm based here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, so I'm going to be quoting some average retail prices for my market, but every single market has different pricing, so please check your local liquor store for pricing on this product. So in my market, this product will retail somewhere between $62 and $67, and I definitely think it's worth it. I think the flavors are really, really tasty. This product is super drinkable. It's got good complexity, and the different components, the port cast, the American and the French oak, and the agave are all very well integrated. No one flavor kind of overpowers the other. And again, when you combine the way this product drinks with the beautiful packaging, I think for low to mid 60s, this product is definitely worth it. Thank you so much again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe even learned something. Please give it a like and consider subscribing. If you'd like to be notified whenever I have new content on my website or this YouTube channel, please consider subscribing to my email newsletter. I'll leave a link below in the description. And if you'd like to support this channel further, please consider becoming a Patreon member or gift me a cocktail through the link below in the description. And as always, please drink responsibly.